Time for some Gundam action. Oh, I have actually been waiting for this show for a little while, and that is Gundam Build Divers. Now, people wondering, well, why are you so excited for like a Gundam spin-off, like, for the most part? Like, you know, it's not one of the main series, it's not going to be like your Iron-Blooded Orphans, or it's not going to be your O79s, and just the straight up answer that I have for people whenever I talk about these shows is that the Gundam Build series is just straight up joy and fun for the most part. It celebrates everything good about Gundam. It celebrates like all these brand new models, and it just gets to show you some just dumb action scenes, and it doesn't need to be this big plot heavy thing, or it's just a nice spin-off, like, break franchise from, like, your main melodramas in space. And I think it's just a nice thing. It kind of celebrates why people here love Gundam, like, and especially as well, like, the toys and everything. Which, by the way, these are just giant commercials for the most part. There's no shame in hiding them at all. These are just giant commercials to buy these fucking toys. And let's just say, yeah, the Gundam franchise kind of works with, you know. Okay, I can't help. I like Gundam and I like Thunderbolt a lot. He has 4 shields. Come on. So basically, this whole episode is to give some clarity as well. Is that I still consider myself a Gundam noob for the most part. Like seeing 79, seeing Zeta, seeing Age back in the day, Iron-Blooded Orphans. I'd seen most of the new stuff, and to this point, which really dragged me more to check out more Gundam stuff and all that, Thunderbolt and War in the Pocket and all those other things that I've seen. I watched the original Gundam Build Fighters that came out in like 2014, 13, I'd say, that came out a couple of years ago, and I loved it. I really enjoyed it. It was a great little fun series that got me into it, and it's showing, look at all this wondrous world of like Gunpla and all the Gundam series and like all these great little cameos and like all this stuff added to it. And Tri Fighters, like Gundam Build Fighters Tri was fantastic. It was an actually really great sequel, and now we've got a new one which is kind of how it's handling, like, from what we've seen so far, it's taking a very different approach to how it's handling, like, the world. Now, as a giant, like, MMO, it's more video gamey than the others, while the others were just, like, here are just these action shonen fighting tournaments, and this one is, like, here is your Sword Art Online virtual world kind of scenario that they're going with. Like, especially with this one. And as always with every season and all that, we're going to be having new protagonists. And I really did like what we had with the other characters and all that. Like, I liked Fumina, I liked Sekai, Reiji, Yuma. And so far, with what we get to see with the new character, Riku, I'm a little cool on him so far. I'm like, he's alright. There's nothing too special about him too far, but he is really, like, showing that he has a passion for, like, the franchise. If you actually seen the episode 0, the little prequel that they put out, you can see that he got into, like, seeing, like the wanting to become a fighter, wanting to become, like, all these things, a diver, as they call them. And it's like, I want to get into this because I saw this awesome fucking tournament back in the day, and look at like how explosive it is. And he's like, when I finally get the age, I can actually get into the Gundam battle, the Gunpla Nexus, as they call it. I'm going to get in this little virtual world, and I'm going to have fun, and I'm going to do it with my friend right there. Like, I believe his name was like Yuki. And so far, like, if anything from what I found out from the series, it's like, yeah, like, for the most part, it's, the first episode was by the books. It was like, here's an introduction to our character, here's an introduction to his friend, the other girl that will eventually join them, add mystery girl into the plot, like, and a lot of it was like, let's have a look at the brand new Gundams that they got, which he's got like a custom version of the 00 model. Like, I feel like generally that there's not so much more to say about plot-wise to this episode, because it's like, it's getting you set up in the world, and it's like, if you've seen the other Build series, then you kind of know how it is. It's like, you will see weirdos that are always cameoing, like it's weirder now, and it kind of makes a bit more sense, because in the Fighters series, like, there were just people that looked like Shah, that looked like Amuro. It makes more sense now, because if you're on a Gundam, like, MMO scenario, people want to look like their favorite characters. Like, there's like a guy in the prologue that looked like who had like one of the Iron Blooded Orphans like outfits, but he's like a weird raccoon guy. Like it's weird. It's generally a weird thing to say. And I will say one thing, like, as anything as I could say to him, I like the minus. I mean, you could see a mile away. It's like, oh no, there's the fucking noob, like PK killer out there. That's like he's going after the beginners to go and get their points, because that's a whole big thing to get into like the big tournament that's obviously gonna happen in this series. Like, and it's like, oh, you can see it a fucking mile away. There's a mystery girl, which we're hoping she's connected to the other franchises, because it still hasn't really said anything yet, whether or not this is connected to Try, if this is connected to, you know, the original fighters, since, like, it hasn't got that logo onto it. But still, it's the Gundam Build franchise, so I'd imagine it is, but I imagine they're going to handle it like Yu-Gi-Oh!, where it's just, like, it's hundreds of years in the future at some point, or, like, regardless. I hadn't seen too much of the synopsis for this one, but at the end of the day, it's like the story and all that. If I see some of the old characters, that'll be fucking awesome. At the end of the day, like, I'm here just to watch it, just to have fun. Just plain fun. The only complaints that I really had for the episode, it looked a little stiff here and there, like one or two bits. That problem was easily resolved when the actual Gundam battles were happening. It was mainly when they had the school stuff with the football crap. I would say I don't like these character designs as much as the others, and I went to research that, and it's like, oh, that's because it's a completely different character designer, and I was like, you can really tell from, like, Build Fighters and Try, there's like, yeah, these are being done by the same people, and this one is like, we want to try something new. I feel like it's going more for, like, how it's drawn and how it's, like, kind of, it was portrayed in this episode. It feels like it's going more for a younger audience. It's like, is that what I was going for, like, so far from this episode, is what I could tell. But then at the end of the day, it's like, you're not there, like, even with, regardless of which, like, side you go, where it's like, I prefer Try, I prefer Fighters, I prefer, like, fucking Battle Rogue, or whatever the other series on there. In the day, it's fun, it's harmless fun, but it's like, I will say, yeah, not, like the designs we've seen so far, for, like, their other friend, Momika, like, same thing with Riku and, like, Yuki, is like, yeah, I'm a little bit cool on these designs and, like, their avatar thing, but I wouldn't be surprised. I know there's a new Gundam Breaker coming out. Not fucking surprised. It's like, here is the Gundam Build Diver, like, game that attaches with this. Like, I would see it a mile coming. It's like, yeah, a Gundam franchise having a video game, yeah. Oh, what a surprise, it's the new one. Like, it's weird how they don't do that, and just, they do video games of just Gundam in general. Like, I always find that interesting, that they never really try and do, like, just straight up Gundam video games, where it's like, we are going to do our version of 79. Like, you'll have, like, the Dynasty Warriors that have the scenarios, or you'll have, like, your Breaker series, or your Versus, which are just straight up fighting games, and you'll have the fighting games like the Wing one and the, you know, the other franchises that you get. Overall, yeah, it was fine. If anything, I don't normally give, like, episode like numbers, but if I would give an episode number to this one, it's a 7. I thought it was fine. It was a good episode for the most part. I set things up. It was everything I wanted to. It didn't blow me away though in any way, and I'm hoping that this might be something I might just keep talking about, because I like talking about Gundam and I want to know more about these series, and I want to be like, yo, look at that sick shit over there, or what the hell is that from? In the day, like, at the end of the day, I still love 79. I absolutely adore Zaya. I love the old original Gundams, and I really do enjoy Iron Blood Orphans as well. Like, I still enjoy them, and they fill that little niche thing that I want, like, from these series. And I'm hoping Divers as well did the same. I hope it ignites that spark and that passion that I felt for Try and Fighters, because that is really what got me into Gundam. And, like, now look at it, some of my favorite stuff is 79, Zeta, Thunderbolt's fucking fantastic. Like, so much good quality stuff from there. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. That is all from me. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.